With these 5 fragrances, women gonna realize that their boyfriend ain't really all that. Dog, Maison Margiela's By the Fireplace. On my life, the first day I got to my new high school, I got a girlfriend wearing this fragrance. You know, I was the new kid. I smelled good and I looked good. Back to 8th grade, the freshman year, I already had like a 5 o'clock shadow already grown, so people were like, who is this 32-year-old man and did he get held back 9 times? As you can see, I put a huge dent in this bottle over the years, by far one of my favorite replica fragrances. Just like the name By the Fireplace, you're gonna give off a warm, cozy, inviting feel with this scent, which is perfect for a time like now, especially because it's that cuddle buddy season. Women need a cozy, good scent to snuggle up with, and this is the scent. I love this scent so much, I had to restrict myself from putting it in videos because of how much I was talking about it. Apart from the scent, this is a long-lasting aroma. I'm talking like 8 hours minimum to 10 hours max. The only downside that I have with this fragrance is that I wish the intense projection had a longer duration. This will be intense for up to the 2 to 3 hour mark, but then slowly dying down to a more moderate projection. But apart from that, on top of that wood burning aroma, they also have a touch of vanilla, which, you know, women are going to love. You wear something like this around her, she gonna think compared to other men, he got a special presence to him. This fragrance, I used to wear around my ex. You know, in retrospect, I see why now she was cuddling up with me everywhere we went. That fragrance is Spice Bomb Extreme. Unlike By the Fireplace, you're not getting that burning wood type aroma. This, you're getting nothing but sweet, spicy seduction. With other fragrances, people might be thinking, oh, he's just trying to smell good for himself, or oh, maybe he's trying to get compliments. But when you walk in the building wearing this, once women smell you, they're gonna get the hint. He's a real lady pleaser. The one thing that I love about Viktor and Rolf when it comes to Spice Bomb is that they know what spices to use to convey a certain message. What I mean by that is that with the spices chosen in the scent, it makes whoever wearing it come off like a masculine dominant figure. So whoever you get to messing around with because of this scent, they're gonna realize that they're not with a boy. They with a sophisticated real man. If you just have this one and just letting the fragrance collect dust, bro, take it out the vault. It's a woman magnet. Azzaro's the most wanted. Maybe you're not trying to have a scent so heavy in the spicy department. You want something more fixated towards the gourmand notes. Azzaro's most wanted is like 60% gourmand, 40% spicy. The real standout factor about this fragrance is that it doesn't use vanilla, it uses toffee, which is like a caramel-like note. The best way I could describe this scent is like freshly made warm caramel. Maybe you got yourself a gal and you're trying to take her out to Captain D's or McDonald's. I'm just playing. You trying to take her out somewhere nice. We treat women good over here. Obviously, she probably had prior dates before you, but you need to make sure this one is her last. With a scent like this mixed in with some properly planned occasions, she gonna be stuck to you like a messy lace front and got to be glue. At that point, you could just call yourself the most wanted. If you do plan on copping this and knocking the dust off it, you don't gotta worry about the projection or longevity. It's already covered. I've only heard that phrase knock the dust off it in an inappropriate way. I don't feel like that was the right phrase. But you know what I meant though. Bro, this one is one of my personal favorites. It combines 2 of my favorite aroma worlds and just makes the standout scent. I'm talking about Tom Ford's Lost Cherry, bro. Give it a round of applause. Yep. With the cherry line, you have cherry smoke, lost cherry, and electric cherry. I like cherry smoke and electric cherry, but I don't think they just quite hit as home as this did. I also like electric cherry because, well, you know, Call of Duty Black Ops. Well, that's off topic. See, with lost cherry, it reminds me of one of those cherries that you pluck out of your milkshake when you go to Chick-fil-A. I don't know if it's because the scent smells so good, I don't know what it is, but it makes women go crazy. If I was to put my finger on it, it's probably because it's not something that's just spicy and vanilla. While that combination still works on girls, they like that fruity and gourmand world put together. Because if done properly like this, it's unique. Compared to other fragrances on this list, like Spice Bomb Extreme, I don't feel like this gives off that masculine dominant presence, but it does give off, hey, I'm ready to be licked up like the cherries Usher give to women. Oh my God. It's so sad. Recently, I've come to the realization that every single time you get a unique scent, you know it's bound to come with some shitty projection and longevity. And unfortunately, that's the case here with this, except it's not terrible, it's just bleh. So wherever you go with that special lady, for one, make sure you treat her right. We gotta protect women out here and bring this in the car with you. I know I'm usually a gatekeeper of unknown fragrances, especially ones in my rotation. For the love of God, please go pick up Cheyenne Blue Salt Caramel. And you know how I was talking about wanting either more gourmand notes in your aroma or spicy notes? I've heard somewhere that salt is a spice, so this is the perfect balance between the two. I want to say I was wearing salt caramel for maybe like 3 years and then I started wearing it off and on. But this is one of those scents where people were asking me, what are you wearing? Girls and boys, and I used to tell them some shit like Creed Aventus, knowing damn well this wasn't Creed Aventus. I remember back then when I was in middle school, I wore this to school one day and I hugged my ex and she was like, God, you smell so good. And I was just sitting there like, thank you, you know what I'm saying? It's a light day for me. The best thing thing that I can compare this scent to is something like caramel popcorn. This is another one of those gourmand aromas that are stamped by me, the Gourmand King. It's underrated, not too many people talk about it or even know about it. If you do end up picking this up, don't be surprised if this knocks the drawers off your wife or girl, bro. This is not to be played with. With these fragrances, be careful out there and do not end up with a baby mama. Subscribe today to help me, you feel me? And since you're so interested in women rocking with your scent, maybe you should go watch my 7 irresistible fragrances every man should own video.